I feel we should take a look at greyhounds. Most people associate them with racing, but what are they like as a family pet?
Greyhounds are often misunderstood. They're not just racing dogs. They make wonderful pets, but there's a bit to know before adopting one. So let's look at greyhounds. The full story.
I believe they're like Basenjis dating back to Egyptian days?
Yes, greyhounds have an incredible history that goes back thousands of years. They're one of the oldest dog breeds, with ancestors depicted in ancient Egyptian art from over 4,000 years ago. Originally bred for hunting by sight, they're built for speed and agility. Today, many retired racing greyhounds find second lives as loving companions.
I imagine they need a big backyard.
Surprisingly, greyhounds are great apartment dogs. Despite their size, they can weigh between 60 and 70 pounds. They're actually low energy indoors and love lounging around. They don't need a huge yard as long as they get their daily walks and some off-leash running in a secure area. Their calm nature makes them well suited to apartments, but they do appreciate a comfy spot to stretch out.
I don't think I've heard one bark.
Greyhounds are famously quiet. They rarely bark, which is great for neighbors, but they can suffer from separation anxiety, especially if they're used to sleeping with their pack, which, once adopted, becomes their human family. Signs include restlessness, whining, or destructive behavior if left alone too long. Routine is key. Letting them sleep nearby, like on a dog bed in your bedroom, helps. Calming music, bedtime treats, and plenty of exercise during the day also reduce anxiety. Some owners use calming beds or soothing scents to comfort their greyhounds.
What's their temperament?
Greyhounds are gentle, affectionate, and surprisingly lazy when indoors. They're often called couch potatoes because they love to sprint, but then relax for hours. They're loyal and bond closely with their owners, but can be shy or reserved with strangers.
What about grooming? Do greyhounds shed a lot, and does it take up much time?
They have short, smooth coats that shed minimally, definitely low to moderate shedding. Weekly brushing with a soft bristle brush or grooming mitt helps keep their coat healthy and removes loose hairs. Baths are only needed every month or two. Their thin skin means you should check regularly for cuts or scrapes, but overall, grooming is low maintenance and easy to do yourself. Allergies and hypoallergenic considerations. No dog is truly hypoallergenic, but greyhounds' low shedding makes them a better choice for people with mild allergies. Regular grooming and keeping your home clean help minimize allergens, and this applies to all dog breeds.
I'm guessing a greyhound needs a huge amount of exercise?
They need some, but less than you'd expect. They need about 30 to 60 minutes of exercise daily, and that includes walks and a chance to run in a secure, fenced area. They love short bursts of speed, but tire quickly. Mental stimulation is also important to prevent boredom. A great example of mental stimulation for a greyhound involves interactive puzzle toys and scent games. For instance, you can use a puzzle feeder where treats are hidden inside compartments, and your dog has to figure out how to access them. This challenges their problem-solving skills and keeps them engaged for extended periods. Another fun activity is a scent walk, where instead of a brisk walk, you let your greyhound explore slowly and sniff around, following different smells. This taps into their natural instincts and provides mental exercise that can tire them out as effectively as physical activity. You can also create simple DIY puzzles at home, like hiding treats inside folded towels or cardboard boxes for your dog to find. These activities help reduce boredom, prevent destructive behaviors, and strengthen your bond with your dog. Overall, mental stimulation can be as simple as incorporating puzzle toys, scent games, or hide and seek with treats into your greyhound's daily routine.
How do they interact with young children?
Greyhounds are gentle and usually good with older children who understand how to treat dogs respectfully. Because they're sensitive and have thin skin, they may not tolerate rough play from toddlers, so generally not suited to young children. But supervision is always recommended with any child.
Do they try to escape or destroy things?
If bored or anxious, greyhounds can chew or dig, but they're generally not destructive. They're not known escape artists like some breeds, but always ensure your yard is secure. They're sensitive dogs, so mental stimulation and companionship help prevent unwanted behaviors.
What about health and lifespan?
Greyhounds typically live 10 to 14 years and are generally healthy. All dog breeds have particular health issues. Common issues with greyhounds include bloat, hip dysplasia, and some heart conditions. Buying from a reputable, registered breeder who screens for health problems helps reduce risks. Regular vet visits and pet insurance are important to manage healthcare costs.
What's their idea of relaxing?
Greyhounds love comfort. They're not lap dogs, but adore soft, fluffy beds where they can curl up. They enjoy being near their humans, but often prefer their own cozy space to relax.
What about visitors or other pets?
They're usually friendly, but can be shy with strangers. Early socialization helps. Greyhounds often get along well with other dogs, especially other greyhounds. But remember, they have a strong prey drive so caution is needed around small pets like cats or rabbits.
What about costs?
In general terms, based on the USA, expect to pay $800 to $2,000 for a greyhound from a reputable source, or adoption fees around $150 to $500 for retired racers. Food costs run about $40 to $70 a month, depending on diet. Vet care averages $400 to $700 annually, including vaccinations and checkups. Grooming is low cost since they require minimal professional grooming. Don't forget pet insurance, and consider training classes.
I've heard you can adopt retired racing dogs that have been assessed and trained to be good around children and other animals. Is that right?
You can find and adopt retired greyhounds that are safe around people and other pets through reputable rescue and adoption organizations that evaluate each dog's temperament and suitability before rehoming. These groups typically assess the greyhounds for behavior around children, other animals, and new environments to ensure a good match with adopters. For international audiences, especially in the USA and UK, here are some trusted resources. Linked to these are in the description. We'll add all these sites in the description below. When adopting, these organizations typically conduct home visits, interviews, and behavioral assessments to ensure the greyhound is safe with children, other pets, and strangers. They also provide post-adoption support to help with the transition. If you're interested in adopting, visit these websites to find local adoption groups, learn about the process, and see available dogs. This ensures you get a well-assessed greyhound suited to your lifestyle and household.
Any quirky things?
Greyhounds have some fun quirks. They're sensitive to cold because of their thin coats, so they often wear doggy sweaters. They love to zoom in short bursts and have a unique way of tilting their heads when curious. They're also known for being couch potatoes who suddenly sprint like rockets, so they can be a lot of fun.
Who is the greyhound best suited to?
Greyhounds are perfect for people who want a calm, affectionate, low-maintenance indoor dog, but can provide daily exercise and companionship. They suit singles, couples, and families with older kids. Apartment dwellers love them, but anyone considering this breed should be prepared to meet their emotional needs and provide a secure, comfortable home.
If you're thinking about adopting or buying a greyhound, hopefully this gives you a clear picture of what to expect.
Greyhounds make amazing pets for the right owners. If you have questions or experiences to share, drop them in the comments. And don't forget to share, like, and subscribe.
Hi, I'm Phil. Thanks for watching.